You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sharon Cameron, your host for today. It's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Plan to Prosper podcast show. And I'm so excited. I think about the number of years that we have been here with Mark Lee and his team. We thank Pod TV for making sure they host us every Tuesday night in all 200 countries and so many different platforms. You can find them on our website. You can be able to go back and review the trainings and the teachings because they do make a difference in your company. We have been in business for over 15 plus years. And I'll tell you, it is when you say you have been in business that long, it makes a difference. It tells you something about the company and how they thrive to ensure that their clients meet their goals. You know, quarter three is such a very important quarter. I talk about just the fact of it's been halfway the year. And you look back and you say, where have the year gone? And I always look forward to this, and we are entering a new year, which is 2025. Some people plan 3 years out, 1 year out, 2 years out, but you need to look at what's happening next year, starting in quarter three, because you pretty much should have down your day-to-day activities, tasks, and things you want to accomplish already in quarter three and quarter four. You should be just tweaking them and at the same time looking forward into the future, because really that is where your growth starts, where you're at now for the next year. And so last week we talked about 12 steps. You can go back and look at the video. We will get this on our website, on the blog, the 12 steps, so you can download them. The website is Sharon, SHARON, Campbell, CAMPBELL.com. That is our website, and I will assure you we will get the 12 steps up there for you by tomorrow. And you can be able to review them as what? Kick off your quarter three. The holiday is over with, and we are back in the saddle to do what? To grow and thrive in 2025. So let's jump right into what's going to happen in quarter three? Well, you have 3 months. You have July, August, and September. And each month you must focus on three defined tasks, activities, areas that you really need to write and get this down. Make sure it is concise, clear, and we're going to make sure you use the SMART goal model to make sure it happens. So we're going to talk about that also tonight. So in July, you just need to be concerned about is your market research. Now, you should have done market research if you're in business or thinking about it. And don't get so caught up that it has to be perfect because the market is always changing. And don't look at your market so narrow to just be in your location where you're located at. There is over 1.2 billion people in the world. We represent our podcast, working with Martin Lee and Pod TV, 200 countries. Opportunities, opportunities, opportunities to grow, thrive, move, expand. Be the best that you desire to be. At the same time, have the lifestyle that you desire if you put the work in. And it's all, oh my goodness, it's all about doing the work. I always believe that as a Christian, God said he promises, and in the Bible it talk about all the promises that he promised us. And I'm a true believer in activating those promises. By reading and studying the Bible and doing some research, I often wonder how many promises is that God has provided us as one person. Do you know there's over 8,000 promises God has said that he would do for you? 8,000. So the best scholars of the Bible had identified them and have placed them for you to read about, study, and then for you to extract them into what is it that I want God to do for me. So I suggest that you look at some of the promises and then activate them and place them into your quarter three. It will make a difference. And think about your higher power. Think about someone helping you, holding you accountable, and blessing you at the same time. So for me, it is God. It is my belief that if I activate these promises, 2025 would generate the income, the wealth, the happiness for my company, for my clients, for my staff, for my family, for my community, that I would love to be able to give more, not only my time, but my money, my finance, give that back to them. Like to pour more money into my community, help more people. I think that's just a wonderful thing to be able to help someone else when God has given you so much. And so we are kicking off our plan for 2025 around being able to give back more of our finance into our community. And so, but before we do that, we must know our market. We must know who our clients are and do the work that is needed so they can find us and we can find them. And look at your competitor. What are they doing? Are they doing the work? And you know, it's what I hear people say all the time, I'm my own competition. That is true. But there's somebody else out there doing more than what you are doing and making more money because they're doing the work. Let's think about your market resets for a moment. When I think about that, I think about this right here. I think about the fact that I need to look at my website. Our company, need to look at our website now. And as I'm working on with my clients and working on their websites, and I'm finding things that I have not even done to my website. And I'm like, wow, Just think about the number of people that are missing if I just go in and make some tweaks. So it is on our calendar this month to update our website. See, a website is just information, and you want to make sure your information is current as possible and relevant, accessible, that people can get it, use you, do a contract with you, hire you, reach out to you, have a conversation with you, partner with you, ask you to go speak on a platform with you, do all of those great things. I think it's so very important that through your website, just your website, you could generate so many opportunities for yourself, for your others. And for us, it's generate opportunity, not just for us as a company, but for our community that we want to help more. We want to pour back into our community. We want to give them more of us, more of our time, our talent, and our resources. We want to be a leader to help grow this economy. And how do we do that? We know our market. We know our people. We're able to produce the work that they need. We're able to help them grow and thrive. And in return, they're able to afford to pay us. In return, we're able to go back and help our community. I'm able to build more for my retirement, help my family more to do things that they would like to do, travel more. So all of that makes a difference if you do the work. And so where do you start? Let's talk about the SMART goal model. I know so many people say, I know that, I've been through that, I hear that, but have you implemented it? Have you taken it serious? Or have you just decided just to write something again and pushed it over in another tablet, notebook, journal, just to go through the good feel motion, but never implemented it? So your strategic goal should be implementation. It should be number one thing. Let me implement all of this. One focus on implementation on our SMART goal, making sure that it is detailed, lined out for growth and opportunities. You should know by the end of this month, July the 31st, how many clients you need to engage with, how many products you need to sell. 365 days a year in 2025. You should have a strategy, a plan, a task, activity, partners. You should have that down pat, ready to go. At the same time, you should be working on quarter three, where you're sitting right here in this quarter, making money. So you have two tasks at hand: plan for the future and address right now in the present. Yes. And you can do those at the same time. Only if you understand the SMART model. See, the SMART model talking about SMART. And when you don't have this for every program, every service in your business, every product in your company, you are leaving money on the table. Or better than that, someone's taking the money off the table and they are the one benefiting. When you fail to do the work, somebody else is there to pick it up and do what? Make a profit off of it. You cannot go around saying people stole your idea. People did this, people did that. You're spending way more time than producing quality work. Because people are going to do what they're going to do anyway. So there's no need to spend any time. So, but the SMART model help you get there. Help you get there being smart. There's no get rich quick scam about putting in the time and getting the result. It's about showing up. And a good example, I'm here every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I had a phone call from a client at what time? 6:30. 30 minutes prior to me getting on. The producer of the show, Mark, called me and said, "Hey, Sharon, are you ready?" I said, "Oh, Mark, I'm just wrapping up." Now, I could have took the approach and say, "Mark, can you just do a replay, rerun?" But you know what? I would be denying you and myself the opportunity to grow and thrive in 2025. So what do? You press on, you press forward, you bring yourself to do what you know you should do. See, there is no blessing in making an excuse. There's no return on investment by taking a shortcut. Managing your time, your talent, being prepared to come on, giving I only had a few minutes to be prepared, making sure that you have everything in front of you that you can walk from one and walk into the other one with ease. That's what the SMART model does for you. You become specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time. Now, if you take this model and you use it and you place it in every product that you have, every service you have, don't try to mix it. Just say no. Let me take the time, because July is the time that you take this model and look at your market research, okay? And make sure you know what is your niche, who are your customer, how do I expand this, and how much money do I want to make? And you come up with clear goals for each one to achieve. And then you think about this. How do I use a digital platform to optimize my presence online as I am somewhere else in person? So you're making money online and you're somewhere else in person making money. Yes, this can be done. Give you a prime example. Being transparent is so important to our company and how we run our company. Sometimes we pre-tape our shows just like Oprah, Tyler Perry, and everybody else because we need to be somewhere else. And they pre-tape 3 and 4 shows a day. We ain't that good yet, but we are getting there. And while we somewhere else in person. See, we are making money online as well as being in person. Yes, you have to start thinking that way. And in July, that is it. You have to consume the SMART model and apply the goals to it. You have to become clear at what it is that you want this product or service to do, how you want it to interact, how many people you want to touch with it, and the benefits from touching those people, that you can actually measure it. You want to be accountable. Accountability is so very important. Too often, we have no accountability process, not even to ourselves. We make one excuse after another, and then we want someone else to hold us accountable when we ourselves won't be accountable to ourselves. We don't want to be accountable to yourself. Invite your higher power in to help you. Create you some affirmations for yourself using the SMART goals and ensure that you apply them. That each one of your product or service is making money, and you can actually put the amount there down to every day. Motivation. You got to get motivated. It does not mean, oh, I'll get up when I want to. I own my own business. Oh, all that. Guess what that's going to, I'm going to get you zero in the bank. Limit amount of money. We can make ourselves the most beautiful excuses. I will do it in a few minutes. I'm going to stay up late to get it done. Oh, just let me finish this little task here. I need to wash the dishes. I need to clean for. I need to pick the kids up. And we could go on and on. But if you are not motivated to be accountable to yourself, to get your work done for your company and your clients, and serve them with passion, then you're not going to make the money that you deserve, that's inside of you. And so think about that as you think about how to move forward in July using the SMART model. You can do this. Yes, you can. I'm going to have Mark give us a quick break, and we'll come back. And we're going to just wrap up with some other things using the SMART model. And I bet you Q3 is going to be your best year ever, especially in 2025. Welcome back to the podcast, the Plan to Prosper podcast. I am Sharon Cameron, your host for today. And we were talking about using a SMART model to grow in 2025, your company. Now, I had a question that came in during the break was, how about I have a different model? They didn't really like the SMART model. And some of the things that we talked about was this here. Is it that you didn't understand it to implement it, and you did not give it enough time for it to work? Because too often we want instant. Now, you can use other models. Yes, you can, to get to the same path. Long as you are making impact and you can see it and not wishing to see or thinking it will happen, but actually, you'll say, okay, I've been using this for so long. Okay, it probably working great. So I say, why fix it, or change it, or upgrade it, or move it if it's not broken? Because change does happen. Nothing is permanent. So we need to think outside the box, especially in this digital age of transformation. So I'm going to talk to you about not using the smart model. What will happen if I don't do anything? I just continue going my merry way, um, making not the money that I desire to make, but I like the freedom. And sometimes the freedom is better than having the income. I can get up when I want to, I can go when I want to, I can start at work, I could do this. I am living below average or average, which really I could be living wealthy or rich, because it's always the opposite. Now, you don't like living below average, but you became comfortable and lazy at doing, and you're doing just enough to keep the lights on. And then you're blaming everyone else. It's like someone called me about they are a life coach, and I'm not looking for a life coach, but they really wanted me to sign up for their program. Well, I'm not looking for a life coach at all, period. But because they need money to pay their bills, they wanted me to sign up for something I didn't need. And I hear the desperation. And so I'm thinking, you're a life coach. Shouldn't you be using your own techniques for yourself? I'm just thinking. But I do understand struggling in business. I do. But you can't be in the industry that you cannot make money out of because you don't want to do the hard work, which will require you to leave out of your comfort of your office or your home office and go out and meet people. It may mean you being on social media more, trying to find your clients. If you're struggling and you're looking for clients, that may come across to them. And that is a reason for them not to hire you. So that's why it's so very important that you design a model for your company, for your services, your products, so you will not have to struggle to make ends meet. If your service and product is as good as you say they are, and 1.2 billion people in the world, you can make and you can change lives and you can give back to the community. So when you don't use the SMART model, you have a lack of direction. You're here, you're there, you're over here, you're trying this, you're trying to get money quick to pay this bill, that bill, but you never focus on. You lose your sense of direction. And depression set in. Your mental health become a problem. Even if it's a little bit, you're not the person. You don't want to get up. You're tired. You're not exercising. You're not eating right. You're so consumed with getting a client that you have not have taken the time to just and do the work. Because if you don't know this, people can see that. They can feel your desperation. Especially if you're sitting at a table and someone come up with an issue they have at work. And before they can finish, you are selling yourself. And then the next person said, oh, I do the same thing. So the two of y'all have zoned in on this potential client that really wasn't looking for someone to help them. They were just sharing information at a luncheon because your desperation for a client. You was able to analyze, and the two of you that was consultants saw this one person and thought you could fix their problem and end up no one received into her business. It happens time after time after time. Know when to sell and when not to sell. You lack directions, period. You're all over the place. You're trying to focus, but you cannot focus. You're doing a lot of busy work. And at the end of the day, you have very little to show for it. But you're exhausted. You're tired. We understand that at the Plan to Prosper show. And that's why we're on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern to help you. Go to our website, www.thesharingcamera.com. Go to the blog, download the information. Reading is so very important because when you do that, you set yourself up for success. The other one is difficult in measuring progress. You have no way or means to know, are you succeeding? Are you not? Is it working, not working? You're so focused on, I need to make this amount of money to pay my bills this month. You're commingling the funds for the bank. Yes, the business bank account to your personal account. And you're paying money every which way. And at the end, you're in the negative. Banks are making more money off overdraft than ever before because you're just trying to live. You have not taken the time to build your wealth with all that knowledge. It's that and sometimes you don't want to hear the honest, brutal truth, but it's the best thing for you. See, when you can be honest with yourself and allow other people to be honest with you, you begin to grow and prosper. The other issue is having unrealistic expectation. Sometimes that don't roll out. I mean, you're expecting something that's not realistic. It's so far over there. You know goodness well, you cannot get 100 clients in 1 week. Sound like a big goal. And why I say you cannot? It's because you're not doing the work to do it. Now, is there enough time in the day for you to do 100 clients in a week? So you divide that by 7. Oh, I forgot. You don't work on weekends. I forgot. You don't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I forgot. You're not willing to stay up to 10 o'clock at night. All of this is unrealistic. Set your goals that they're manageable. The other one, stop overcharging for your services. Just because you need $5,000 a month to pay your bills doesn't mean your client over there need to pay you $5,000 for what you're doing. And they know that. They're very aware when you give them a number that does not match up to the service, and you want to know why, then I'll call you back, because they're aware that you are working below average or at average, and they do not want to be the one to carry you and pay your bills. So make your service or your product competitive to what the market can bear, and also show your client the value of your work. Now, for myself and my company, the Sharing Camera Solution Group, we are always sending our clients news articles about the latest trends on their company, their industry, any information that article, any information that they may be interested in. We give that to them. Yes, we do. Faithfully, every day, we are sending some client somewhere, 3 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 clients in one day is receiving some information from us 7 days a week. Excuse me, let me get something straight up quick. That is called marketing at its best. If you want to keep a client, provide them information to help them and don't charge them. Want to expand your client base? Provide people information to help them without charging them. Learn how to give as much as you receive. It makes a big difference. It's going to be the difference in you moving from below average to wealthy, and if you desire, to rich. All of that makes a difference. Everything I'm telling you is in your hands. Everything I'm sharing with you is possible for you. Too often, what we are doing does not line up with our mission or our values or our goals of our organization. We find ourselves too often chasing products or programs that have nothing to do with what we're doing, and we are trying to make it fit to pay our bills, because we failed to have started at the very basic with the S and SMART goals, which is to be specific on what you want to do. And once you put that up, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And you get that down and you work that every day, expanding on it, a phone call will come in. A person that you're training would say, hey, by the way, can you stay on? I have another question to ask you. Can you help with this? I have another project that's besides this one I need some help with another organization. Can I pass your information on? And by the way, this is the person I'm passing it with. And I will do a soft introduction between you, because you stay true to your mission, your values, and you was not everywhere. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. I cannot do accounting. Can't teach financial literacy. Can't do anything with music or trade or the arts. cannot help you in mental health. All of that is out of my line. So anyone that comes to me, I have to refer them to someone else. The money is never going to be a conversation piece. I'm not going to go and Google it and come up with some goals for you. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste your time and my time trying to figure it out because I need some money. No. I'm not going to not serve you the best of me for some money. And too often we see that happen in the consultant field and the coaching field. And it does not need to happen. Last is poor time management. You're not managing your time. You want to do what you want to do, and you're expecting a blessing. You're not managing your time giving your clients the best work. Now, I can say and speak for me, Sharon. When I'm doing a design or something for my client or working on their website, I spend too much time, I believe, on the little details. And before I know it, 2 hours has gone by. And I'm like, am I trying to be a perfectionist? Or what am I doing? It's because I value my client and I want them to have the best. And when a client come back to me and said, wow, this is some good stuff, I'm like, yes. But while I'm going through it, I'm like, oh my goodness. It's taking me so long to do this. But when I look at it and I look back and I look at it, it's just not right. And I just not going to just send it to them. I'm going to spend some time to perfect it. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's not. But what am I willing to do for my client to take them back to where they would like? So I'm taking them back. I'm saying, okay, this is where you are. You're back here, but I know I can get you up here. Because the reason they call is because they're back and they're trying to figure out how to get up, how to move forward. So time management is so very important. Being on time, being accountable, and producing the product in a timely manner. Now, sometimes your clients can be unrealistic, but you have to set those boundaries with them. But so often it is us that need to work on our time. You know, if you need more time in the morning, get up early. Spend some time with yourself. If you find yourself getting up, going straight, let's get ready, let's go to work, let's get ready, let's go here, let's go there, and you haven't spent any time. You get to work, you're working, got to go home, pick the kids up, go here, come back, go cook, and it's not a break. You're off balance. You're not managing your time. Your time is managing you. And who are you investing in? Invest in yourself. Because when you invest in yourself, everybody else around you will prosper. Okay? So I hope I have said something to you tonight that will make a difference in the month of July. As we continue every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about market research, talking about creating the SMART goal and how to place that into each one of your products and test it, talking about how to use digital world online presence, what they need to look like. And you don't need to be on all platforms all the time. But how do you do that and be someone else at the same time? And that is what the month of July, third quarter, will look like for you. I want to thank you so very much for allowing me and inviting the Plan to Prosper podcast into your car, your home, your office, maybe even outside in the park. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve you tonight. And I'm looking so forward to next Tuesday as we get deeper to ensure that you receive everything that you need. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and I'll see you next Tuesday. This is Sharon Campbell, the Plan to Prosper podcast show. Have a good night.
Thank you.